Reid. Welcome to a new episode of Drafting a Case Study. I'm very excited about this. This is like a sample of my business coaching for fashion brands and fashion designers. And here is my first guest, Shamila, all the way from Pakistan. This is very exciting. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people. How are you?
So we are going to, I know it's very unusual because I'm usually doing like voiceovers or you've seen me interview someone from Text World, but in this episode, we're going to be breaking down, like I said, we're going to be breaking down what I go through my business coaching. And this is going to be for any aspiring or current fashion designer or brand. You guys can see what she's going through and how I kind of just help her iron out and make her get into a more critical and strategic way of her consumer so she can hone in and also just be more productive and make more effective business decisions when it comes to her merchandise, when she designs, when she's communicating with her customers, whether it's face to face or email marketing, or when she's creating sales, just the whole realm of communicating to your consumer, because that is what I specialize in when I do business coaching, which is consumer research, just learning about the customer's behavior pattern, how they communicate, just everything about everything about the customers. I'm not really into the trends unless you're creating a trend within your consumers' behavior. So let's kick it off first. So let's get to know our first designer. Let's get to know. So Shamila, tell us about who you are as a person a little bit. What's your name? Where are you from? Where were you born? What do you like to do outside of fashion? And just like a fun fact.
Okay, ma'am. I'm basically from Pakistan.
Okay.
I have done a bachelor's degree in fashion designing, and I also have some diplomas in graphics and digital arts too. So I have started my business 3 years back, and I am so happy with my customers' feedback, with my work, and with my workers' work too. So I have a brand. Uh, the name is Noore Cheshm-am. That's a Persian phrase which means light of my eyes. So basically, the main focus of my brand is to work on bridal and party wear. And other than that, I also design casual and formal wears too. Outside being a designer, other than that, I am a fun-loving girl who is always open to new things, to learn new things, to learn new innovative things.
Mhm.
So that's it.
Okay. If you see me looking down, I'm taking notes. That's why. Okay. So you've been in business for 4 years. Did you start when you started your business? Was it always bridal formal wear, or what was like your first item? What category was that?
Okay, the first item was a party wear. It was a
Party.
flared dress with so many details. I stitched it myself.
Okay.
That was my first dress. Okay, and when I started it, I just came to know, hey, I can do it much better way. I can expand it. So that was the point where I got the idea to start as a brand, to start as a fashion designer, my own brand. So that was a party wear. And then after that, I got a lot of orders from my clients for bridal dresses, for party wear, for luxury wear.
Okay.
Aside from these, I also design casuals because they are less costly and people prefer more casual dresses than the party wears and the luxury ones.
Okay. Okay. So you're in a different culture. So I'm in America. I'm close. I'm in New Jersey next to New York City. So party wear. Can you describe what party wear is where you are in your culture in Pakistan? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay. So you are in Pakistan, which is a different culture than the United States. What is party wear
Yes.
where you are? What does
Party
that
wear
like
here,
entail?
it's uh, it has a little bit details than the bridal ones, like very little embroidery, but it has an embroidery, but very little touch. So maybe it would be some traditional embroidery embellishments, there's some surface embellishment work, some screen prints, some block prints over the dresses, and maybe the cuts would be different than the normal casual wear. Like there will be a frock, there will be a long skirt, there will be a long, heavily designed embroidered shirt,
Hmm.
and it would be like this.
Okay, and you would wear the party wear to like what type of celebrations?
For weddings, for formal
No, for
parties,
party wear.
like,
For the party wear,
sorry,
where
ma'am,
would you wear this? Yes.
the party wear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for parties, small gatherings, small uh,
Okay.
house feasts, and like these dinners for anything like this.
Okay. So you guys have like a very specific market for it. Any type of celebration or gathering, you guys have a category for party wear. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's
I'm
correct.
just explaining it for the people who are not from Pakistan because we don't have like a category that's titled party wear. Okay. Thank you for that explanation. So, okay, so your selling category, you sell primarily to women, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No males are in your in your products.
No, no, I don't design for male. It's
Okay.
just a female oriented.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So when you sell to your customers, your women, how are you selling them? So are you using social media? Are you using email marketing? Or do you actually have a boutique? Like, can you just paint us a picture of how you got started selling your products and to this point now?
Okay, I sell it online, ma'am. I have an online page, an Instagram page. So I get orders over there and I get all the details from the client, and later I work on it. I show them the process
Hmm.
when the dress is designed by my workers. And then when it is done, when it's completed, I just uh, ask my delivery boys to hand over their design to the client.
Okay. Okay, so you're online. So
Hmm.
do you ever do like pop-up shops?
No, no, I never did that.
No? Okay. Have you ever considered it? Like, would you ever pose a question to your clients? Hey, how would you guys feel if I rented out a space and I did a pop-up shop so you guys can actually try on the items. And this will also, and because I'm only suggesting this because your audience is primarily women, and women have a more emotional experience when they try on clothes. So this will decrease the
Mhm.
return rate. We didn't get to the return rate of your business, but having like a pop-up shop where you rent out a small space for a certain amount of hours, this will give women a chance to actually try it on. They could bring their heels, their jewelry, and they could try it on, and this will lessen the return or exchange percentage within your company. And this will also just bring in another experience of who you are as a brand. Would you ever like consider doing that?
Of course, ma'am, I will. I have plans that here many designers display their dresses in different exhibitions, like local exhibitions, some international exhibitions. I'll always try this. It will be really good because I already have faced some customers who had problems with the size, because
Mm-hmm.
when they would see the measurements, it was correct, it was going fine. But when they wore the dress, it was like they were telling me, okay, here is some issue with the dress size. So you are correct
Right.
here.
Yeah, that can be a possible type of thing. Um, And since you actually are like a designer that designed your clothing, you can also take the measurements and take note of what needs to be changed, and that can be a guaranteed sale. Like if they put a deposit down during your pop-up session, and then they could come back for the final fitting or just to take it because they're a repeating customer. However you want to work it, I think that is another way of a guaranteed sale if you try that since you are primarily an online business seller. So,
Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't hear you. Please
oh, okay.
repeat it.
Yeah, I said so that can be another strategy for you to try a pop-up shop. And since you are a designer that actually
Hello.
makes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm so sorry. There is an
It's
issue
fine.
in my net. I don't know why.
Okay, no worries. All right, so I said that doing a pop-up shop is can be a great alternative for you since you are primarily in e-commerce. You sell online. You have a very strong online presence based on what you're telling me. So having that pop-up shop maybe like every other month or however frequently you want. And also since you are a designer, you can do the alteration measurements, which you could take down the notes of what they need to be altered. So when they do that, they can put down a deposit or they can pay for the item whole right then and there. That is a guaranteed sell right there because they actually tried it on. You're executing the alterations right then and there in front of their faces. So they have to come back for the items. So that can be an alternate selling point for you since you have a strong online presence on your brand, and that can also just take your business to the next level when it comes to just satisfying your customer and increasing the purchasing habit.
Yes, ma'am, that's true. I definitely try this.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to your business background. What is your brand's
Okay.
core value?
Okay, ma'am. The core values of my brand are commitment, loyalty, integrity, responsibility, diversity, being honest to my customers, and consistency, creativity, and inspiring, getting inspiration from anyone. Like if
Okay.
my customer suggests me something, I will definitely go for that point. And other than that, commitment and innovativeness. These are the core values of my brand.
Okay. Do you have a team with you or is it just you full time with your business?
I have a team. I have workers. I have a tailor. I have an embroidery man who does all the embroidery and embellishment work. And I have a delivery boy too. And I'm the so I give them the designs in a sketch form. So
Okay.
after that,
Okay.
they follow the okay.
Okay, so you're a full-time fashion entrepreneur and designer. I'm just making it clear.
Yes,
Okay, just
yes,
making it clear because I have to paint this picture for everyone that's watching. Okay, so you have a concrete brand value that your team that's supporting you and you follow that you guys work and also do your customers feel the loyalty, the commitment, the creativity, the honesty? Do you feel like they are, inquiring, well, feeling those values? Are those values being executed as well to them as well?
of course, ma'am. I always get feedback from my clients. If they ever feel anything like they feel any difficulty or that they have any the thing that is in their mind, they can come to me, they can ask me, they can text me on my Instagram page. I have always openly told them that if you have feel anything bad about my your designs or anything, you can come up to me, you can talk to me personally, you can text me because I always have mentioned my WhatsApp number on my page.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely committed because there's not a lot of people, a lot of brands that you can text the designer and just, have that one-on-one conversation. So that's like a great plus. That's a great job. All right.
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
you're welcome. And what is the number of items you currently have right now? You're selling.
Yeah. My WhatsApp number.
How many?
Hello, ma'am. I don't get you. What are you saying?
Sure. So how many items do you currently sell? Do you sell 7 items?
Okay. It's but depends on the client, ma'am. Maybe the client will give me order of maybe 5 to 6 designs. There was a client who asked me to design almost 15 dresses because it was her marriage. So she told me to dress each and everything for her. So I designed almost 15 dresses for her. So it depends on the client how many dresses they are asking me to design for them.
Okay, so your business is made to order, not already not ready to wear?
Yes, that's not a ready to wear. I make dresses on order.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, so made to order. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why you're like so personal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So what do you think is the number one problem you are having selling to your customers at this very moment?
Problem, ma'am, the competition in price, ma'am, because the dress which I'm selling in a specific price, maybe there will be some new designer who will send their dress in a much less price. So there's a competition, and that's a bit thing which will which I think is a problem for every designer. And other than that, the market is always flooded with so many new designers, and so it's difficult to be innovative there.
Hmm.
And thirdly, if I design something different or some I different from the mainstream design, people will not accept it. They think it's something like, what is this? They will ask, what is this? It's something different because they don't accept the new things from designers, from the junior designer. But if some senior designer designs something like this, they will always appreciate that person. This is
Hmm.
a problem for designers in market.
Okay. So let's go to the first one. The pricing with your competitors. Who
Yes,
are your competitors? Your top three.
ma'am, the competitor, the new designers,
Can
because
you
the senior ones, they are
you got to
the
be more
people who
specific.
get it.
You got to
Ma'am?
be more, you
Yes,
got to
ma'am.
be more specific. What are the three designers? Like who is very, very close to your designs?
And there are so many as my fellow designers, like one of my class fellows, she is also running a business. The same
Mhm.
thing. We started from the same scratch. She is designing these party wears and the luxury dresses. I am designing the same thing. So we both have the same taste. And
Mhm.
sometimes I see design which I'm selling in a specific price. She is selling it a bit lesser price. So
Okay.
I always ask her, what's this? What's this? She tells me, okay, because she has bought the fabric from some cheap market. Maybe
Mhm.
her workers get less payment for that one. So that's the reason, maybe.
Okay. I say you got to be more specific because you're gonna run yourself ragged just looking at everything. I know you have to look at the market, but being very specific on who your competitors are is very important because we're gonna break it down. So the reason why you or how you can find out who your competitors are since you're not really sure, ask your customers who do they have in their closet the most. So if you have so say you select a customer that's been with you for the full 4 years, they've bought multiple outfits, let's say five. You have to be very specific. So a customer that's been with you for 4 years, that's bought over five made to order outfits. They always check in with you. Hey, what's new? Tap in with that person, that woman, and ask her, hey, I'm doing some research. It would be great for you to help me out so I can elevate my designs, help you look more amazing. Who do you have in your what brands, what designers do you have in your closet the most? And this will allow you to hone in who you need to zero in. You need to do that for at least 5 to 10 women. So then when you look at the list, you see who is a repeated designer or brand that's showing up. So then you start seeing a trend of who's in who's a repeated brand or designer in your actual clientele's closet. So then you need so once you have those names, like the top three, like I said, then you can actually hone in and see, okay, these three competitors, what are they doing? What are their pricing? What fabrics are they using? What color palettes are they using? Then that's when you could kind of just dig in. Why? Then you can follow up with the customer. Okay, thank you for telling me who's in your closet. Now, what is it about these competitors? What is it about these brands? Don't use competitors, but what is it about this brand? Put the name in, be very specific, that you love about them. And you keep doing that. You have to keep digging so you can pull from what they have going on and abstract it to your thing. The thing about it when it comes to shopping, when it comes to women shopping, it's like you have to create a world around your brand. What's your story? What's your values? You have to encompass that all in. When you have like a story, it's like you're creating a world, a cult around it, and the people are, these are your family, these are your tribes, and they're going to be with you regardless. They don't care what the competitors or the pricing is going to be. So I think that's going to be one of your homeworks I'm going to tell you to do is the competitor, but I'll recap it at the end.